Hey everybody, this is AC Starlord, or aka Austin, and this is talking about Moonknight. Now I know you guys want to talk. I know you guys want me to probably talk about Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I'll eventually get to that next week. I will catch you up on What If and also the very first movie before I do that. But we're talking about Moon Knight, Stephen Grant, Mark Spector, and yes, I talked about this first episode in the very beginning when the show came out, and like I said, very boring. The first two episodes were learning about Steven and um, Mark uh, Spector, and it was just like, why? It was so rushed out. But the rest of the episodes, 3 through 6, were fantastic. You learned more about Moon Knight, more about Mr. Moon, Mr. Moon Knight and Mr. Knight. You get to learn a lot about those two characters and stuff, and who holds them. You know, of course, Mark holds Moon Knight, and Stephen Grant holds Mr. Moon Knight, and you realize that he has a also Mark or slash Stephen, who depends on what personality, has a wife. They had a wife somewhere, and the wife shows up and helps them with their journey. Also, that guy that was trying to convince souls end up waking up a big giant alligator god towards the like last episode. They're also they're also in Pinatory, and they meet a big giant hippo. They're trying to figure out how to get their hearts aligned or in sync, and of course, Mark learns how to do that, but also still learns how to do it with Steven. A lot of things happen in between 3 and 6, but 3 and 6 are worth watching. This is the first time I've ever had to say in a review. Not watched the first two episodes. They're pretty boring, but if you need to understand what's going on, watch them. But they're pretty boring. They're very boring, especially the first episode. It's just him working on. It's just Stephen Grant working on a at a gift shop in a museum, and then you go on a little journey in the second one, of course, but still kind of boring. Um, it's cool how you see him switch back and forth to Moon Knight or Mr. Knight or whatever. Conju was awesome. Conju was a pretty cool character. I would say if Conju was just by himself, it would be just so much simpler story of him. Or they could have done Moon Knight like this, where they have Conju pick a avatar, which they show in this as Mark, obviously, but you could at least showed us how that happens. But yeah, this rest of the show was fantastic. If you like Egypt, or Egypt history, you learn a lot about that. You learn a lot about later on in this episodes. You learn a lot about the superhero itself. I think it's a great show from 3 to 6. Um, 1 to 2, not so much, but again, that's what you have to do, I guess, to learn about the characters. 5, you learn a lot more about why Steven's there. Mark created him because his mother was mean to him. His mom had a golden boy. The golden boy died. The golden boy's son died, and that's why he creates Mark, to distract himself from being good for his mom and every step of the way. But then he left because his mom was being too mean. His dad begged him back, and then he went to join the military, and then he becomes Moon Knight. Obviously, he killed a lot of people, and then Moon Knight said, "Hey, I see you have redemption or revenge in your heart. Let's make a deal." And he makes a deal with him. So basically, he makes a deal, becomes a Moon Knight, and then where we see Steven at is where he kind of divides who he is in the beginning of who he wants, and he wants. Uh, Steven's telling Mark's telling Steven that have control because he doesn't know what's going on, and basically that's how that happens. Where they're both in the same personality and journey. The guy who creates wants to give people sins. He ends up capturing Conju for a while, and Conju comes out. You get my point. It's a great show. Just watch the rest of the episodes, and you will understand what's going on. But that's all I have to say about Moon Knight. It's a complicated show, but it's very good to watch. If you're into this character, if you're not into this character, that's okay. You can look forward to the MCU's big giant movie, which is Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, which is out today. As I'm recording this video, I'll eventually see it next week because I'm going to catch you guys up. And catch you guys up on What If version if you don't know about the What If version of Doctor Strange and then the first movie. Because some of you guys might be confused, and I might also in that same video might catch you up on Wanda and WandaVision because you guys might be confused with that too. So maybe, possibly. But if you like this video, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you like or comment this video, and I'm out like Moonknight, try to save the day, try to save the day, fight the night. You know, you get the point. I'm out, and don't let Conchu hit you on the way out. Peace.